What have I done to you? And I suppose, how can I make amends? Can we not settle this now? It's pointless, really. And I want to know.
What you can do to force me to retract.
That is not what I meant
bribe
at all.
me, to convince me to retract.
No, that is not what I meant at all. I think that you know that it is not.
That is not what I know.
Don't want.
I wish I had. No.
You wish what?
You said, what amends can you make to force me to retract?
That is not what I said.
I have my notes.
Look. The Stoics say that
Stoics.
the Stoical philosophers, they say that if you remove the phrase, "I've been injured," that you remove the injury. I know that you're upset. But tell me, literally, what wrong have I done you?
Whatever you have done to me, to the extent that you have done it, do you know, rather than to me as a student, and so to the student body, is contained in my report to the tenure committee.
Well, all right, let's see. I find that I'm sexist, that I'm an elitist. I don't even know what that means, other than it's a derogatory word meaning bad. Here we find listed instances. Closeted with a student, told a rambling and sexually explicit story in which the frequency and attitudes of fornication of the poor and rich, it would seem, are the central point. Moved to embrace said student, all part of a pattern. He said that he liked me, that he liked being with me, that I could write my examination paper over if I could visit him oftener in his office. It's ludicrous, do you see that? It's not necessary, it's gonna humiliate you, it's gonna cost me my house.
It's ludicrous.
He told me he had problems with his wife, that he wished to remove the artificial stricture of teacher and student. He put his arm
Do you
around.
deny it? Can you deny it? Don't you see? You don't see, do you?
I don't see
You
what.
think that you can deny that these things happened. Or if they did, they meant what you said they meant. Don't you see? You drag me in here, you drag us to listen to you, go on about this or that we don't express ourselves very well. We don't say what we mean, don't we? Don't we? We do say what we mean. And then you say, I don't understand you. And you...
Consult the report.
That's right.
I tried to help you. Do you see that? Do you know that?
What I know, I have reported.
I would like to help you now. I would, before this
You see,
escalates.
I don't think that I need your help. I don't think I need anything that you have.
I feel
I
that
don't care what you feel.
you don't. Yes, I understand. I understand you're hurt, you're angry, but I think that your anger is betraying you down a path that helps no one.
I don't care what you think.
You don't. But you talk of rights. Do you see? Don't you see? I have rights too. I have a house, part of the real world, and the tenure committee, good men and true.
Professor.
Please, also part of that world. Don't you understand? This is my life. I'm not a boogeyman. I don't stand for some...
Professor.
Please.
Professor, I came here as a favor, at your personal request. Perhaps I should not have done so, but I did. On my behalf and behalf of my group. And you speak of the tenure committee, one of whose members is a woman, as you know. And although you might call it good fun, or an historical phrase, or an oversight, or all of the above, to refer to the committee as good men and true, it is a demeaning remark. It is a sexist remark.
Oh, come on! Come on! Sufficient enough to...
Sufficient? Sufficient. Sufficient, yes. It is a fact. And that story, which I quote, is vile, and classist, and manipulative, and pornographic.
Pornographic?
What gives you the right?
How can you stand there? How can you stand there and assert
How can you deny it? You did it to me. Here, you did. You confess. You love the power to deviate, to invent, to transgress whatever norms have been established for us. And you think it's charming to question in yourself this taste to mock and destroy, but you should question it, Professor. And you pick those things which you feel advance you: publication, tenure, and the steps to get them you call harmless rituals. And you perform these steps, although you say it is hypocrisy, but to the aspirations of your students, of hard-working students who come here, who slave to come here. You have no idea what it cost me to come to this school. You mock us, and then you sit there and say, what have I done? And ask me to understand that you have aspirations too. But I tell you that you are vile, and that you are exploitative. And if you possess 1 ounce of inner honesty you describe in your book, you can look into yourself and see the things that I see. And you can find revulsion equal to my own. Good day.